Hi, I'm Sha'Carri Richardson.
And it's Sha'Carri.
Sha'Carri Richardson faced the kind of moment most athletes only dread in their worst nightmares.
U.S. Olympic track star Sha'Carri Richardson suspended for a month after testing positive for marijuana.
Yet she didn't vanish. She didn't bow to the critics. From dominating tracks to living life on her own terms, fast, bold, and unstoppable, she redefined what it means to rise. This is the story of rock bottom to gold medal glory, of a girl who became that girl, and of a champion who refuses to be defined by anyone but herself. Before we dive in, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. You won't want to miss a single moment of Sha'Carri's incredible journey. She was born on March 25, 2000, in Dallas, Texas, a city where dreams are big, but the road to them is often rocky. Raised by her grandmother, Betty Harp, and her aunt, she grew up without the constant presence of her mother. Where some might have seen absence, she found something rarer: resilience. Her grandmother became her anchor, steady and unwavering, while her aunt was the lifeline who showed her the world could still be safe, supportive, and full of possibilities. From a young age, she carried an energy that could not be contained. She drew inspiration from legends who had walked difficult paths and emerged victorious. Wilma Rudolph, a sprinter who overcame childhood polio to become an Olympic icon, taught her that perseverance could defy the impossible. Florence Griffith Joyner, FloJo, the fastest woman in history, showed her how courage and style could coexist and inspired the bold fashion choices that would one day become her signature. Even as a child, there was something extraordinary about her. A confidence that refused to waver. A love for running that felt innate, almost as if speed was coded into her DNA. By her teenage years, the world had begun to take notice. At Carter High School, she dominated the Texas state track scene, claiming titles in both the 100-meter and 200-meter races, the AAU Junior Olympics, signaling to the nation that a new force had arrived. The following year, she defended her title at the USATF Junior Olympics as part of the 4x 100-meter relay team. In 2018, Sha'Carri took her talents to Louisiana State University, where the track became her canvas. The following year at the NCAA Division I Outdoor Championships, the 19-year-old shattered expectations. A 10.75-second 100-meter dash set a collegiate record and ranked her among the 10 fastest women in history at that age. In the 200 meters, she finished runner-up by less than a hundredth of a second, breaking Allison Felix's Olympic-era record, a harbinger of greatness. And just 4 days later, she made a decision that would change everything. She forewent her remaining college eligibility and signed her first professional contract. With Olympic-level coach Dennis Mitchell guiding her and Nike backing her, the stage was set. Then came the moment that could have ended it all. The 2020 U.S. Olympic trials. Sha'Carri Richardson exploded out of the blocks, crossing the finish line in 10.86 seconds, a time that should have cemented her place on the Olympic stage in Tokyo. But fate had other plans. A routine urine test revealed traces of cannabis. Suddenly, the fastest woman in America was ineligible to compete. The dream she had chased since she could remember. Every early morning, every grueling workout, every sacrifice, all put on hold in a single moment. The world erupted. Headlines screamed. Social media erupted in judgment and debate. Some called her reckless. Others called it injustice. Through it all, she didn't crumble. She revealed the truth. She had used marijuana to cope with the heartbreak of losing her biological mother just a week before. A human response to unimaginable grief. Even President Joe Biden weighed in, and the controversy sparked national conversations about Olympic cannabis policies. In September 2021, WADA announced a review of the substance's banned status. But in that instant, Sha'Carri's path forward seemed uncertain. Her first return to competition at the 2021 Prefontaine Classic ended in 9th place. 2 years later, the story was different. In April 2023, she clocked 10.57 seconds, a meeting record that sent a message to the world. Ticket to the World Championships in Budapest. There, she ran like a woman possessed. gold in the 100m with a championship record of 10.65 seconds, bronze in the 200m, and anchoring Team USA to gold in the 4x100m relay, another championship record of 41.03 seconds. The 2024 Paris Olympics cemented her legacy. A silver medal in the 100m, narrowly edged by Julian Alfred, and gold in the 4x100m relay, where Sha'Carri's anchor leg finish became an instant icon, staring down her competitors, daring anyone to challenge her. From public heartbreak to world champion, from suspension to global legend, she had rewritten her story. The question now was no longer if she could rise, but how far she could truly go. Success didn't just come in medals, it came in lifestyle. By 2026, her net worth is estimated at $3 million, a reflection of talent, hard work, and relentless ambition. She calls Claremont, Florida home, where her 605K mansion stands like a private oasis. Picture it, a modern exterior framed by swaying palm trees, a landscaped lawn leading to a spacious patio with an outdoor kitchen, a sparkling pool, and elegant interiors with a master suite and contemporary kitchen. Here, Sha'Carri trains, rests, and lives on her own terms, far from the Dallas streets where her journey began. Her car collection tells its own story. A bright orange Lamborghini, bold, fast, unapologetic, mirrors her fierce on-track persona. A sleek silver Mercedes-AMG, engineered for precision and power, matches her discipline and drive. And a classic blue Rolls-Royce, elegant and commanding, represents prestige and status. Together, these vehicles are more than symbols of wealth. They are extensions of her personality, fearless, vibrant, and unstoppable. Sponsorships amplify her influence off the track. Nike, Sprite, Beats by Dre, Olay, and Danone all showcase her athleticism, style, and cultural relevance. But beyond brands, Sha'Carri's true signature is her authenticity. She is openly bisexual, advocates for the LGBTQ community, and owns her bold style, fiery hair, long nails, daring fashion, inspired by Florence Griffith Joyner and her own fearless spirit. Relationships, too, have unfolded under the public eye. She dated privately in 2021, later confirmed to be with fellow sprinter Christian Coleman. Even after a public incident at Seattle Tacoma International Airport in 2025, Sha'Carri faced the consequences, apologized, and sought help, showing growth, accountability, and resilience. And while the world sees the glamour, the question lingers. What drives the fastest woman in America to keep breaking limits, both on the track and off? Her story is far more than medals, records, or flashy headlines. It is a journey of resilience forged in fire, of courage tested under the unrelenting gaze of the world, and of confidence that refused to bow, even when everything seemed lost. From the streets of Dallas to the grandest stages of the world, from Olympic heartbreak to that anchor leg triumph in Paris, every setback became a stepping stone. Every doubter, every whisper of criticism only sharpened her determination. Greatness, she has shown, isn't given. It's earned, forged in the crucible of adversity. Sha'Carri is that girl not simply because she runs fast, but because she refuses to be anything less than herself. Bold, authentic, and unshakable. Every training session, every championship, every moment off the track is part of a legacy still being written. Will she break more records? Will she inspire even greater change for women in sport and LGBTQ representation? The world will be watching, and so should you. So the next time doubt knocks or the world tells you not today, remember Sha'Carri Richardson. She fell, she rose, and she ran faster than ever. Not just to win, but to define her own path. Subscribe and hit the bell to witness more stories of triumph, resilience, and the icons shaping our world. Because legends like Sha'Carri aren't just watched, they're remembered.